Hey Aries, how's it going? Hope you're doing well this evening. Let's take a look into your late October reading and see what comes out late October for Aries. What's going on with you late October? This is for your Sun, Moon, Venus, and Rising placements. This is a general read. We will also look into love messages towards the end from whoever it is that you are connecting with. So Aries, what's going on with you late October? What's your overall energy? The Ace of Wands here, beautiful. This is all about taking action, you know, making things happen that you are really wanting to see come into your reality. We've got the Six of Wands and the Princess of Cups. I'm going to put these here for the main spread. We've got the High Priestess here, the Knight of Pentacles, the Three of Swords, Two of Pentacles, the Devil, the Eight of Wands, and the Two of Cups. Beautiful. And we've got the Four of Cups at the bottom of the deck here for this deck. The Thoth deck, the Four of Cups, is the card of luxury, the card of really taking in and appreciating the abundance that you have for yourself. Abundance, the abundance in love, the abundance in happiness, wealth, whatever it is that you have that you can enjoy and appreciate, not take for granted. So in the recent past, Six of Wands is clarified by the Lovers, the Five of Swords, and the Moon here, Aries. So I feel like in the past, Aries, you really wanted something to become successful. You had some sort of vision in your mind that that you really wanted to see, like I said, come into your reality. Really, you making the decision to create something and create something successfully. Something that was not easy to really, I want to say fabricate, to bring to fruition. We've got the Magician here that just came out, clarifying the Knight of Pentacles with the Star card. Star. Magician, the Star, and the Eight of Cups here. So this is, and we've got the Ten of Cups at the bottom of the deck. This is you really. So I did mention that whatever this was that you were working on, it was not easy to come by. It wasn't easy to create. It wasn't easy for you to really make tangible. That's what I'm getting. It really requires you to bring in steady and stable effort. That's what I'm seeing here. And you really kept your eyes set on this goal that you had. The Ace of Cups here, clarifying the Devil with the Queen of Swords and the Queen of Pentacles. Yeah, you really felt like whatever this was going to bring you a lot of emotional fulfillment, a lot of emotional happiness, if you will. This is something that you were very serious about, and you were not going to, in a sense, let go of. I feel like you really believed that it was this one particular thing, whatever this was. This is something that you felt was going to bring you a lot of happiness. balance. Justice card just fell out. With the Six of Swords and the Seven of Cups here, clarifying the Princess of Cups for the current state that in which you are contemplating and within. I feel like you still have doubts. I feel like you still have doubts as to whether or not this endeavor can really come into success, come into fruition. I feel like for you at this point in time, Aries, this emotional fulfillment that you're seeking is really something that has not been grounded. It hasn't really fully become solidified in a sense. I feel like this is really still a dream of yours that you're really trying to pull into the 3D. Ace of Swords here, the Sun, and the Princess of Wands, with the Six of Cups at the bottom of the deck here. So this is clarifying the Three of Swords in the current. Right now, I feel like you are carrying some wounds that are really hard for you to heal. And this is tied up to whatever it is that you are truly feeling is going to, I want to say, fill your cup. But you're slowly realizing that you don't exactly need whatever this is to make you completely happy within your own self. I feel like this whole goal of yours is to really bring something back from the past. With the Six of Cups at the bottom of the deck, I feel like you're really trying to make possibly a connection from the past successful. Possibly trying to ground it, but you're trying to ground it in a way that is different than how you have tried to in the past. I feel like you believe that okay, so we've got the Knight of Wands and the Eight of Wands and the Seven of Pentacles here, clarifying the Eight of Wands. Now, you really do understand that the communication between you and whoever this is on the other end of this connection, you really do understand that this connections, the dialogue within this connection, the communication within this connection is not it's lacking. Like with the Seven of Pentacles here, I'm getting it's lacking a sense of thoroughness. And you understand this. You understand that here with the Eight of Wands and the Knight of Wands, this is fast communication. To me, this would be communication that is surface level. And you understand that this is something that is one of the main issues that is affecting this connection. This connection is requiring a level of depth in order for you and this person to really truly understand each other, to really truly feel as though there is a sense of transparency between you two. That's what I'm getting. So deep down in the back of your mind, you really understand that what this connection is needing is a sense of intimacy within the dialogue that you and the other person shares. So with the High Priestess here in the future, let's see. I see the Chariot. I see the Nine of Swords and I see the Ten of Swords here. This is telling me that you are going to get the clarity that you've been really wanting from this connection, or the clarity that you feel that you need in order for you to actually truly move past this really painful chapter, if you will, that you've been experiencing on an individual level alone. And I want to say behind closed doors, away from this connection. You know, the difficulty and the pain that you have experienced is truly something that you have felt on your own and that you've had to go through. And it was through this, you know, this really tough cycle that you have been able to actually gain the insight that you need in order for you to make those judgment calls, I want to say. You've realized some things about yourself throughout this connection. Temperance just flipped out here. You've realized the different parts of your own self that you've needed to heal. I did have the Two of Wands at the bottom of the deck before the Temperance came out. I feel like you've been blocked. I feel like you've been blocked from really making any major decisions, or really coming to any major decisions before actually being able to truly understand what it is that you're needing to do for your own self, before you could really decide whether or not you are wanting to move forward in this connection. And I feel as though what you learned was helping you realize, we have the Universe here at the bottom of the deck here. This has helped you realize that you just may in fact want to move towards this connection with a sense of authenticity, with a sense of genuineness. You know, in order to show up for this connection and for the person on the other end. I think this is why you have the Ace of Wands for your overall energy here, Aries. I think you had been blocked. You had been blocked for quite some time. Sorry, you can hear my son running around. It's about time for him to start getting ready for bed. Anyways, so what I was saying is that what you have realized, what you have come to conclude about this connection, is the fact that you're really, those are way too many, is that you're actually really wanting to move towards making this connection better with your person here. Princess of Swords here at the bottom of the deck, and with the Ten of Wands behind that. I think you're trying to communicate with your person that you don't want to be, you know, with the Two of Wands previously, you don't want to be blocked off from healing in this connection with your person. You don't want to be guarded. You're wanting to be open to the possibility that this connection can actually work and go the distance, the Empress, the Empress is here wanting to come out with the Nine of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck here. I feel like you are coming from a place of wholeness, and you embodying this energy of the Empress. This is telling me that you're really wanting to show your love to your person, with the Two of Wands being here, as your overall energy. I feel like you are wanting to nurture this connection and bring a sense of healing into it as well. We've got the Knight of Cups here that just came out as well. So with the Empress, the Knight of Cups, and the Seven of Wands here, and the Ace of Pentacles with the Queen of Cups behind it, these all are basically clarifying the Two of Pentacles here in the future. I feel like this is what you're wanting for the connection, is that your actions and your energy, your presence, your intentions of wanting to bring love into this connection, you expect that all of this is going to really set the tone and kind of realign the trajectory, that in which this connection is going towards. Does that make sense, Aries? You're wanting to see this connection flourish. You're wanting to see it grow, essentially. Grow with love. I think with the Knight of Cups, the Empress, and the Seven of Wands, I feel like you have a lot of love for your person. I feel like, you want to express that to your person. And I see you doing this. I see you wanting to protect this connection and nurture it the way that it deserves it. Because this is one that is deep. This is a connection that you do not come across, often, if at all, during your lifetime. Princess of Pentacles here, the Fool, and the Hermit here. This is clarifying the Two of Cups for the future. We've got the Hierophant and the Six of Cups here at the bottom of the deck. So these three, the Hermit, the Fool, and the Princess of Cups, Princess of Pentacles, I'm sorry. These three are clarifying the Two of Cups here for the future. Like I said, you have contemplated quite a bit as to what this connection really needs, what this connection and the person on the other end of it really needs from you. And I feel like you are wanting to take on that part, that you're wanting to do your part to show up for this connection and essentially pour your love into your person. I see that with all of these cards here. Aries, I feel like you were very set with how you wanted this this partnership to grow, and things may have been rocky in the past, and this kind of ultimately led you into this Three of Swords energy that you are currently in right now. I feel like, you know, given that you had the Ten of Swords in the future, I feel like if you haven't already, you will essentially be nearing the end of, you know, the painful part of this whole situation that you find yourself in with your person. You know, whatever has happened, I feel like it's past you and this person. And with the Ace of Wands here, this is telling me that you're wanting to take a proactive approach towards mending with your person, towards really experiencing love, and giving your person the feeling of feeling your love, essentially. We've got the Hierophant and the Four of Cups on the split here. Let's look at a love message from your person, Aries. I feel like you, with the Two of Wands in your general spread, you may have been blocked off and really, you know, in a sense, not showing so much of your feelings, but really wanting to. With the Empress and the Knight of Cups there, you're wanting to pour this all into the connection with your person. We got the Ace of Swords and the Two of Cups here on this split. This is telling me that you've come to it's not a realization of your feelings. I feel like you've come to a point of having a kind of like a sense of renewal within your feelings towards your person. Death, the Queen of Cups, the Magician, and the Lust card, which is in place of the Strength card in a Rider-Waite. But with these cards alone, Aries, I feel like you could be dealing with a Scorpio, Cancer, Gemini, or Leo here. But regardless of signs, I feel as though your person is really trying to be expressive with how they feel. I feel as though with the Queen of Cups here, they are wanting it to be known that they are wanting to approach you with a sense of you know, lovingness. They're wanting to show you their love. They're hoping that by showing up and really opening up their heart to you, that this is going to trigger a change, or, you know, just, yeah, essentially trigger a change within the connection between you two. And they're wanting to do this, you know, from the heart. This is what I'm saying, that they truly believe that by opening up to you and opening up to you slowly, that this change is going to, you know, bring harmony and bring healing into this connection between you two. I see that with the Queen of Cups here in between the Death card and the Magician here, I feel as though they have in a sense dug deep within themselves and kind of realized how deep their feelings run for you. And they're wanting to bring this to the surface, and they're wanting you to know that they love you, and they're wanting to share that with you. So Aries, I hope this helped. I know I kind of sped through this. I'm really wanting my readings to not be so long. um, Aquarius's reading was very long, and so it was a great reading, but I don't know. There may be some people that don't really want a reading that drags out. I'm sure that some of my readings will turn out like that and cool, but I hope this reading helped. Aries, take care. Bye.